Hi everyone, welcome to our channel NicheProducts. Hope you are doing good. So far we have covered on some topics, and one video we have covered on Google related products, and there are so many 15 to 20 Google related products which are free for use by the students and the business people. In that we covered on how Google My Business and retail and Google AdWords, AdSense and analytics and all. We told these are all the free tools that are available for students and business. But today we are going to go in depth of Google Analytics, how it is going to be useful for small and mid-sized business owners, and it is a must to have the Google Analytics to be configured for any kind of a website or a business, so that you kind have a statistics of how the users are coming to your website and how which page they are navigating into. If it is an e-commerce website, how which product they are exactly going and seeing that product, and also different regions across the globe, from which country, which place, and all of that can be tracked at various places. Not only if you have a website, if you have a blog also, number of people, visitors you can track. And also I see that many people are creating YouTube channels, and you can also track your YouTube visitors coming into your YouTube channel using Google Analytics. YouTube channel which you are creating has already some analytics which is provided by YouTube. So as you know that Google Analytics is almost 15 years they are doing this analytics, and recently they have launched a 360 degrees analytics, Google Analytics for bigger businesses, and it is a paid version, and for small and mid-sized businesses it is more than enough for free Google Analytics that can be used. And there is one more beta version that has been released for mobile devices to be tracked as well. Even Android and iOS also can be tracked using Google Analytics, and it is a very good sign for businesses, because many people are even utilizing their mobile phones to open the websites, blogs, and on the go they are reading the blogs, and also they want to track those visitors also. Before it was only the website they were tracking. Now they can track the mobile devices using iOS and Android as well, and also there are various factors that can be tracked at the Google Analytics, how when you run a campaign, when you run a Google AdWords, and all those things, how that are performing, and when even search keywords which are there for your website, that also can be tracked in the Google Analytics. All those things can be tracked in the Google Analytics. So if you have one account, Google account, you can have 100 properties, which means 100 websites, or 20 websites, 30 blogs, and 20 YouTube channels, and some other information or URL where you can be tracked in the same account. Around 100 properties you can be tracked, and all those can be tracked, and each property can have 25 views. So you can filter with the different kinds of analysis, and you can create reports as well. So these are all the very good statistics information which can be utilized for your businesses, even students. It is if you are creating a website or a blog, or if you are passionate web developer, and you can do the Google Analytics Cloud certification as well. So that is very valid for 12 months, and every year they keep adding new things into the Google Analytics, and you have to write that exam, take the exam again, and you can complete the certification, and which is useful for your personal growth as well as for your company, where they can be showcase your talent and skills for company projects as well. So not only that, you can have your personal clients to see how their websites, blogs, and perform, and how the user's behavior is, and what exactly they are looking at, and depending on that you can do campaigns based on the interest of the users on the product, of particularly if it is in e-commerce, and if something else, you can track the users behavior and send do different kinds of marketing like email marketing or social marketing, any kind of other marketing ways where you can target them to see that your website or product which they have already seen. So it is a kind of a retargeting the same thing again and again to the end user when a user clicks on a particular product. So that's how people tend to buy the products, right? Even if you go and navigate a particular website, you might be seeing that wherever you go, that ad would be appearing in your some other places near to that web page or something else, right? So that way, when you're retargeting that particular click done by the end user, and that ad is posting everywhere you visit on the Google or social platforms. That's how Google AdWords ad campaigns works actually. So that will go in detail about the Google Ads and Google campaigns and how it works in the next sessions. But right now I'll be explaining how Google Analytics can be integrated with your YouTube channel, because I see many people are already using or creating YouTube channel. Some might have been already having that Google Analytics tracking ID in the YouTube channel, so that it will take some time, at least 24 hours to 48 hours, to actually brings up the data of the YouTube Analytics to your Google Analytics data. So you may not be having the entire data like who likes and the subscribers and all those things, but the data where the people are visiting from, where they are coming from, and all those which channel they are looking at, and all those some kind of statistics that can be tracked at. And it cannot be tracked all the historical data that when you set up the Google Analytics, but only the data that is recently set up, from the day you started today. So today I have set up my YouTube channel NicheProducts to the Google Analytics. So I need to wait for at least 24 hours or 48 hours to track the exact data that is coming or flowing into the Google Analytics. I have already seen that YouTube Analytics data, and I'll tell you in future videos what exactly the vidIQ and TubeBuddy also working, how it is working, and how the analytics is working. And there are various analytical tools that can be utilized apart from that Google Analytics to check the performance of your websites and blogs and all various things. So that we can discuss in the next later sessions. But let me explain on this particular YouTube Analytics integration with Google Analytics in the computer. So as I said, Google Analytics is basically a marketing platform. If you see Google marketing platform brand, so it is launched in 2005, almost 15 years they have been into this Google Analytics, tracking the insights of websites and blogs and various things. Recently launched this beta version for mobile, iOS and Android versions, and many people using them as well. And let us navigate through some of the things Google Analytics gives. As I said, I just created a Google Analytics account today itself. So we need to wait for at least 24 hours to reflect the data exactly. So if you see here, admin. So this is the different settings for an admin you will be having. So if you see here, this is the admin and this is the user, and so I am the admin here. I have created with my Google account as a Google Analytics with my Gmail ID. I created the Google Analytics platform. So here I can create a new account, or else I can use the existing account. So I have already an account. So if you see here, I have one account, Google Analytics account. So I can create a new account as well if required. So basically, you can create a maximum. You have access to one account. That is, Ravi Akmuri is my account. The maximum accounts I can create in Google Analytics is 100 accounts. Like that, if I want to have for each website, I want to have a separate account. Also, you can create separate Google Analytics accounts, or else you can have all your blogs, websites, YouTube channels, everything into single account. Maximum is 100 things which you can map to single analytics account. So basically, when creating a Google Analytics account, you need to give the account name. So account name can be either your company name or your personal name or your Google account name or YouTube account name, whatever may be. So if you see here, account data sharing settings. Google products and services. So this is the setting which is Google is recommending, and it is up to you whether you want to have this technical support representatives access your Google Analytics data or not. It is again account specialist, Google marketing specialist, and sales to access your Google Analytics data. So you can uncheck if you don't want. I mean, you can see the Google products and services where to help improve your Google products and services. This can be enhanced. Also there are some interesting reporting and Google signals also can be enabled. So all these things which you either you want or not. I mean, it is up to you which kind of settings. I mean, it is better you check these two settings and go back again. So this is again a property that you have to create a set. So I have already created two things. I mean, one is for uh, my website which I have, but currently it is not live anything. I mean, it is an e-commerce site. So other one which I have created for NicheProducts YouTube channel. So if you see here, click on web, or it is if it is a apps, if it is in a measure your iOS or Android apps, you can click on this. And apps and web, it is in beta version. If you see here, apps is also in a beta version, apps and web. So basically it is a beta version tracking all your mobile apps, and including that everything. So you can just track that analytics data, apps and web as well as a beta version, but I have selected for now web. So if you can give, if you see here, I've given already niche products, and you can take your channel name. So if you go to your channel, so YouTube channel, if you go here, I mean, so this channel, you can go to the YouTube studio, and even you can take this and shorten your URL. If you want to shorten your URL, you take a free shorten your URL here, and click on this shorten your URL. So it is already I have shortened here. So if you see here in the copy, or else, I mean, this is a different thing came in. So you can copy here and put this shortened URL here. If here it's already HTTP is there, you can just remove this HTTPS and click on, I mean, enter the www dot this URL and .com. So you select which category it falls into: arts and entertainment, beauty and fitness, and if it is a related to food and drink. I mean, if it is your YouTube channel is food and healthcare, hobbies, home garden, and all those things you can select. I have selected the computers and electronics or education also. I can select because internet and telecom or whatever, because I do this products across all industries, so I have to choose either of the things which is more relevant. So you can even select your country either from India or US or UK or Singapore or Malaysia, and whatever your time zone is. And so I have selected it automatically filters, and if you go, I mean it is already created. So, and there is three things if you see. Uh, So this, if you see here, property settings, I have there is a tracking ID that is coming up. So this tracking ID, you have to go to this YouTube Studio. Here, go to the YouTube Studio and go to that channel. Just so far on the Google Analytics account creation, and then one property creation. Now the property tracking ID, if you see here, this is the property tracking ID which you have to copy and paste in the YouTube channel of yours, where you want to integrate your YouTube channel analytics with Google Analytics. Basically, you are integrating Google Analytics with your YouTube channel. So you have already getting some analytics data from the YouTube, but there are some statistics or analytics which are not available in YouTube Analytics that can be retrieved from your channel. How, at what time the users from which places, which countries they have logged in, and what exactly the video they are looking at, and all those statistics, maybe likes and subscribers and all those information may not be available. But Google Analytics is a very good interesting tool where you have more information for your personal website or business website branding, and based on the e-commerce site, which product they have looked into, and all these statistics they you can see. And based on the statistics, you can increase your power of marketing, either through email marketing or any other kind of marketing tools that you can do. So if you see here, go to the settings and channel, and advanced settings. If you go, and there is a called advanced channel settings. If you go here, advanced channel settings, you will have your information. So I have a channel keywords, something already kept. So you can have AdWords, Google AdWords account also linked to this. So far I have not created the Google AdWords account or advertising, but I have got a Google AdWords which is provided by the Google, some 2000 credits, which I can use this Google AdWords account creating, and target these videos to the customers which are users. And this is the channel. If you have any channel associated with your website, I mean this channel you can have, website you have. So if you see here, this is the tracking ID which have been created for this Google Analytics. That tracking ID, you basically having this here. So this is the tracking ID. You save it. So it is already saved. So basically, once it is saved, so you have to wait for at least 24 hours to 48 hours to get the data that is showing up here. Okay, so there could be different kinds of data that might be available at what time, and all those logged in and all those things information.
So if you see here, Google Ads linking also you can do. Google AdSense. I mean, once your YouTube channel is monetized, you can create the AdSense linking to the analytics, and which video, I mean, it is giving more revenue and all that also you can have that. Once Google AdSense is linked, and Google Ads is basically targeting the customers with of the video which you are getting more performing, which your video is more performing. So these are all the different things which you can do at in the Google Analytics, and there are so many other things. If you see here, how many real time, how many people or users are appearing in the Google Analytics and all these things. I mean, right now there are no active users on the site. So page views, if you see here, 13 minutes page views, zero. I mean, no page views so far. Nothing in the last. See, I created 1 hour back, and it is giving the data per minute. If you see here, so maybe once I post the video and and open this traffic that is coming from, it might appear here. So all these things, okay. So this is the different kinds of data that I can see. So if you see here, niche products account data that is retrieved in the last 1 hour. If you see here, I mean, I created 1 hour back, so it is started retrieving the data. So page views and all these things, data that is giving, and how many active users are there in the Google, I mean, my channel, or how many active users are there in the website, and all those things will be giving. So if you see here, page views last 30 minutes. If you see here, I mean, 4 page views it is there, and all these things are, I mean, maybe because while I'm doing so I might be going that page views, and this is just giving the last 30 minutes data. So because I've been doing this from quite some time, right, on this analytics, and going to that all these things. So if you see here, audiences, demographics, even demographics means it is giving the age, gender, all this data also it will be giving them, and who watched at what time and all. So users, new users, sessions, bounce rate. So all this pays per session, all this goal conversion rate, all these are very good statistics that needs to be evaluated for a person who is having business. So if you see here, behavior like new versus returning, how many people are returning to your website or channel. So this is kind of a trend that you can see. It We may not be able to see who watched and all from the which IP address and all, but at least we tend to see, I mean, which video they are watching, and I mean, how many, what is the kind of engagement level that is happening. So that is why I started sort of doing this some kind of analysis. And if I see my channel analytics also, I'll show you my analytics, YouTube analytics, in the it is which is more related to kind of Google Analytics only. So if you go to Google Analytics here, if you see here, my channel got 360 views in the last 28 days. 360 views. Watch time is 6.2 hours, and 32 subscribers it increased in the last 28 days. And I have done only 2 videos in this month. Okay, so only these 2 videos in this month I have done, and so it is coming around 1 or 2 views and one. So average view per duration is 1.28 and 1.21. So which is so highest number is on the COVID plasma donors average view duration. And if you see more in detail, like how the analytics it is performing for this particular video, it is 458 impressions. Impressions is like nothing but YouTube recommending my content. So it is very good actually in terms of like without any ads or without much social platforms and all, without SEO also I'm not doing anything so far. And I see that 454 8.4% from YouTube recommending my content, and out of 454 I mean 39 impressions are there. So it is very important that impressions are new, I mean YouTube recommending your content. And also, so if you see here my different traffic that is coming from is WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, and YouTube. So these are all different statistics, and so more suggested videos. I mean, if you go to another video, let me go to that another video also. So it will understand how my channel is performing, and so that is the main reason I thought of seeing. I mean, based on this data analytics, I just want to see and work on it accordingly. If you see here, I mean, it is 150 views, and impressions through click rate is, I mean, 20%. It is. I mean, I see somewhere impression click through rate is 7.5% to 8% is more good. And if I see this video, it is more 20% click through rate, and out of 500 impressions, it is recommending 19.4% YouTube recommending my content, this particular thing, apart from the videos I'm posting in this. I'm not doing anything. So if I see Google search also is there 3.2% for this, and Facebook and Messenger. I mean, it is. So I feel like I have to do more number of videos, and it keeps uh, going to the number of iterations in the Google algorithm, and then keep searching, I mean, by different people with the similar kind of content. If you see here, I mean, it is going up and down and all. I mean, recently in the last 1 week, if you see, it is going up and down. So this is because I have been promoting in Facebook as social platforms whenever I see, and audience retention is the one where I have to concentrate on, and this is one where area I need to focus as well. So these are the different statistics and analytics or reporting things which you have to focus more. See, if you see there are more people not subscribed and watching my videos, and around 45% of the people whom I know and they are not subscribed, but they are watching my videos, and 55% are subscribed but they are not and they are also watching the videos. And so this is the thing which I have to focus on, and in the coming videos, and see what exactly I can do. So this way it is more important for us to do the quick analysis what exactly your video is having, and all this information. If you see, I mean, I'll talk about the analytics of YouTube and vidIQ as well. I installed Chrome extensions. I'll explain how that works in at a later stage. So thank you. So I would request everyone to subscribe this channel. I mean, if you like this, and share it and comment so that it reaches to the maximum number of people, students, and business owners. It might help someone.